the government's coronavirus app will save the day, as I'm sure.
Oh, look, we've got over millions of downloads now, so
Hmm.
surely, it'll start sending out data about, who I've been in close contact with,
Hmm.
and obviously will be the shield that we need in the darkest of the night.
Oh, I'm just getting just a news alert coming through here, and yeah, it doesn't do anything.
Oh, what?
Huh?
You mean the app that they spent millions of dollars
It's
developing and
fine.
rolling out and heavily suggesting that people download for our own
It's
safety
fine. The Scotty from
is...
marketing said we could all go back to work if we all downloaded the COVID app. So basically, the Australian government has turned into, a girl on Instagram trying to get you to go to her OnlyFans. Go on, just go on, just click the link. Go on, do it. I've got a Patreon.
Oh my god. Yeah, it doesn't work for
It
it
doesn't.
doesn't not work.
It
It just
doesn't not
doesn't work
work, but it
very well.
also doesn't work.
It's
so
this
so
it's sort of in the
okay.
middle.
So the federal government's COVIDSafe app has not identified any close contacts of a person infected with coronavirus who had not already been found through manual contact tracing, despite being downloaded by more than 6 million Australians in over the course of the last 2 months. So it it has a number of problems with it, especially in regards to iPhones. And
Mm,
obviously here in Australia, iPhones are, a particularly popular form of smartphone. It essentially it sort of identified this article in The Age identifies problems that were pretty apparent to me as an iPhone user
mm.
when using the app, in that I had to open it up consistently, would see that it wasn't running, would need to relaunch it. Issues around, because Apple has this really um, certainly likes to
Closed
maintain the
circuit system.
line
Yeah.
that they really respect people's privacy, and they, it's probably more for power usage reasons than anything else, but they have a really tight sort of software integration with their hardware because they make both the software and the hardware for their products. They can say, okay, well, in situations where XYZ app is offline or isn't being used for more than a certain amount of time, we're going to restrict any power flowing through to that app. It'll be there, but it's essentially frozen and not really transmitting any data.
Yeah.
They've got this line about privacy, so every now and then, like maps or things like that use your location will prompt you every so often saying, hey, this
Mm.
app is still using your location, do you want it to? So a lot of those sort of restrictions are built into the Apple ecosystem and
Yeah.
have sort of exacerbated the dismal
The problem.
downloading and then poor usage of said
Yeah.
apps. So
The
they have
issue
picked up
being is that,
cases, but it
yeah,
hasn't picked up any cases that we wouldn't have picked up through traditional contract tracing. So
there's a great table that's been floating around, and I'm assuming it's got the Australian government digital transformation agency stamped all over it. But
I'm sure that is
basically,
just at the cutting edge of technology.
it's
I'm
literally
sure.
a spreadsheet from Excel. It is, yeah. So for like it rates different phones and then the operating system that runs those phones. And it's got a table of sort of whether or not the transmission success rate is excellent. So that's a 80 to 100, good 50 to 80, moderate 25 to 50, or poor, which is 25 and below. And there are a lot of them that you really want all of them to be excellent, right? So
Sure.
point being is if my phone's next to your phone, that we're getting, at least 80% of the time a data transfer
Mm,
that logs it. But most, like half the chart is moderate or good. And it basically just means that, I could be standing next to you. So even if the phone is like working and you've got it unlocked, for instance,
mm,
even if that is the case, you've only got a 50% chance of the data actually flowing back and forth between the
good.
devices,
Good.
which
How
is,
many
look,
how many $1 million did we spend on this?
it's $2 million.
Couple million. That's
Two
fine.
million. I mean, it's just Trump change, or not? Yeah, in the scheme of things, in terms of how much money is being spent on various things. But I guess the focus that was put on it was probably not warranted given its functionality. That being said, at the time, obviously, a little bit different to where we're at now in the sense that they were trying to sort of explore all avenues, and
Yeah, it was one of so many straws they were grasping at.
yes, yeah. So